Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the QBLS channel. We are back for another game of the Sevens. This one is the 9th place playoff game that will be taking place between the home side, Spain, and also Kenya, who are always a hard side to beat in any situation because they are a tough outfit and it is going to be a very exciting game. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. The good news is this match is only a couple minutes away. We've just seen that Wales have beaten Canada 19 points to 14, so they get themselves the 13th place position, I believe it is, that they will be sitting on. Sorry, 12th place, in fact. But now it is the men's 9th place playoff, 11th ranked Spain versus 10th ranked Kenya. We will have to wait and see who gets themselves the win. Do let me know your score predictions for this one. I know that Spain, they've got some very good players looking through there. Juan Ramos, here's one to look out for. Also, Juan Martinez at number 8. Manu Moreno as well is another one who does need an honourable mention. But the Kenyans, Oriambo, also Alunch, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I feel like I say it a little bit wrong, but Bushmale, he is going to be out there and we're going to go for this game as well. Currently, this is the first of 4 more matches of the Seville Sevens that we are going to be covering on the channel. We've still got the one that has taken place straight after this, USA taking on England. And then after that, we have also got in the situation of the next game that we are doing. It is going to be Argentina versus Ireland. And then the game after that, it is going to be the one that has taken place for the final, Australia taking on Seville Rugby. We have got morning and stuff from Spencer. Welcome in Kenya. Ashwin Ayamichel was the Bobby Lashley and Leslie go match go as well. I didn't actually get a chance to watch it from making my thumbnails and whatnot. I was going to watch it and then I realized it might be a little bit of a longer one, so I decided against watching it just yet. So I'm still waiting. But I'm a little bit sad that I did have the result of the men's Royal Rumble that it was put in the chat a little while ago. Just out of nowhere as well. It was pretty much just like, boom. He won, by the way, Hamish. And then, yeah, it's been unfortunate. And how good is it waking up to Australia in the final as well? Says Hamish Spencer. Yeah, I guess if you had to wake up at 4 a.m., at least you know that they're through to the final. Well, they won, but this game has been kicked off and it's taken nicely by the Kenyans. Now trying to drive his way forward. Othino drops down to the knee. Still available for them, though. And Kenya, they've got that elusive style of just having pure pace when they get it going. As they're running it sideways, going for the corner now. By the looks of it, it is going to be Nelson Oyo still running sideways here. 40 meters out for the Kenyan straight through, and that's going to be their first try of the match. And Vincent Onyala has been able to score it between the sticks. Very good start to the match for the Kenyans. And that is going to give them a nice 7-0 lead going into only the first 34 seconds of this matchup. You can just see there, Oyo running sideways. They decided to go forwards. They got to go sideways first, and then the gap opened up. And Spain aren't able to stop the big Kenyans from getting through. And also we've got there, but yeah, as far as they go, and there's your demise as well in there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting final, that one, with the fact that we did get to see both sides in the final with Dubai a little while ago. That one has gone straight over. So 7-0 now for this matchup. But currently 5:50 left in this first half, and it is already Kenya have been able to get themselves that nice lead going, like I mentioned, but we are going to quickly, hopefully, get out. Scoreboard still updating for itself. There we go. It is updated. It is going to be kicked off by Kenya now. They are going from right to left. And they have been able to already pick up a try from the number 11 for this one. Vincent Onyala. So that back across now for the Spanish trying to find their way through. It's going to be De Juan. Going to be dragged down 25 meters out now in the home crowd. They will be still trying to get behind their men. See if they can get themselves a nice try here. It's going to be now Juan Martinez. No, in fact, it's Juan Ramos. Having his way through. Ball bounces out the back. Are they allowed to grab it there? Kenya, it's a little knock on from Spain, and it is going to be Kenya that do have themselves the scrum feet. Currently, do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, England versus USA. Who are you picking to win that game? I know that USA are the favourites, but England are a side that might be able to fight nicely into that one as well. I've realized that there's a piece of hair that looks like it goes absolutely nowhere on the top of my head. I don't know what's happened. There we go. It's a bit better. We'll try and hide the terrible haircut that I have got, but currently now it'll be fed in nicely. And on Monday passes it back out, straight run forward. It's going to be the penalty for not being back 10, I believe, as well. And going to be a tight final at least. Yeah, that is true. I feel like it was going to be the case, even if it was Argentina as well. We know how much of a fighting side they can be, although up against the opposition in Australia, it just didn't quite go their way. And also we have got there, what would you do if it started to rain Fanta as well? I would find the biggest container that I could find and then just try and store it all for a little while. Offloaded there. A little bit of a misfield there. Or not a misfield, sorry, a handling error. And that one certainly is going to be now for the Kenyans, and it is a scrum. I've said now way too many times. So I'm trying to say less times with now, but every once in a while it does still sneak out. But unfortunately, Humwa just having a bit of a knock on. He wants the ball straight into the hands of the big man in that one, Oyambo. And there found the offload. Just couldn't quite get it into the position that they needed it to be in, though, for the Kenyans. 2 offloads so far compared to the 0 that Spain have had, although Spain have only touched the ball, I think, maybe once so far in this match, and it was inside of their 22. Now they've got another attacking move going on. Offloaded back. It's a loose ball. A launch. That was a high tackle. And they got a couple meters out from the line, and now it is a Juan Martinez just telling everyone to calm down for this one. And also, Hamish, if you could coach, are they us, are the US ABs or the 15s ABs? Sevens. Oh, okay. So if you could coach the Sevens ABs or the 15s ABs, which team would you pick? I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Sevens side of it would be a lot more fun because of the fact that, like, I mean, just look at Ian Foster at the moment. Like, whether that man wins or loses a game, he gets absolutely ridiculed for it as well. So I feel like Sevens would be a kind of cool way of doing it because of the fact you can just pretty much travel the world. Like, you're going from Sevilla to Malaga to just all over the world, you know. You got so many options. And I think I'd actually choose the Sevens. Less players to handle, less kind of positional, kind of tactician moves, I guess you could say, overall. So yeah, I'd take the Sevens side. I probably wouldn't be a good coach, to be honest, but I'll try my best. See how we go. But now it's going to be a Tabo once again, passes it across. It's dropped there by Kenya. Once again, another handling error. It's been creeping into the game quite a bit throughout this one. It is a tackle, in Spain now have got this ball. It's a loose pass. They're going back now for the original handling error. As our Sevens, I would choose all day as well. Yeah, I feel like it's just a great kind of circuit, I guess you could say as well. It's always a party environment, and you meet a lot of awesome people. And also, I mean, you got 3 days of work, and then you got like 2 weeks off. 3 days of work, 2 weeks off, and it's pretty much just it's pretty cool schedule, to be honest. They're currently handling errors 2 apiece for both of these sides, just a change being made there. Vice Man, very good point, Amish. I think I'll pick them 2. 15s would be too stressful and requires too much depth and skill, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So that is why, I mean, that's the thing. Sevens, for me, like, I only got into it after the Tokyo Olympics, or during the Tokyo Olympics was actually my first one that I did end up really watching for the Sevens. And ever since then, I've just fallen in love with the game mode or the kind of style of Sevens as well. Just the quick taps. Fact that you're always trying to kind of last your opponent almost in these matches. Oyembo has made the tackle on the Spanish number 2. Still firing this one back across field. It would have been Moreno. Passing it off now. Can they get through here, Spain? That's a good tackle from Kenya, though. Or was it? It might have been a little bit high. And it is the advantage once again to Spain. It's a good driving tackle. They're going back for the original penalty for Spain, and one of the players for Spain have stayed down, I believe. That is their number turnaround. It is the number 10, Manu Moreno. It was a solid individual of them. Currently 40 seconds left. Spain, they are still certainly in this contest, but Kenya will be trying to shut this down as soon as physically possible. Try and get themselves 1 or 2 more tries and just put the win in the kind of wicket box, I almost said, but the winning box for themselves. It's the winning box. I think the winning book, I think, is what I was supposed to say. And I was like, yeah, man, Sevens is so beautiful and awesome. Always tries guaranteed. Always a good running game. 14 minutes straight, and you get to travel more, which I really want to do as well, says Hamish Spencer. And yeah, that's the thing. Even in current times, they are still able to go to all these different countries. Like, this is the first time they've been in Spain, and the home crowd currently coming alive as Spain make their way up to the 22. It's going to be a good attack and run there. Renches just not quite able to link up. Going short side, Ampla. He is going to be scoring the try. And he has been able to get it nicely. Polpla scores the try, and now it is going to be a second try, Sevilla, and they are right back on the board now for the Spanish. And just at the stroke of halftime, as they're saying, just round the side, Pla able to score it pretty easy. They didn't have any numbers out on that side for the Kenyans. And because of it, it does reward the Spanish with the try. Little yawn coming in. It was expected. I didn't sleep too much last night. I only had like a little 3-hour snooze or something. So that's probably why It's going to be a few yawns. Brilliant kick there from Spain. Gave them a little clap, but that is going to be 7-all now at halftime between these two sides. It would be so cool if they made a World All-Star Sevens team with all the best players, or a British and Irish Lions Sevens. We need that as well. Says your demise. I think if they eventually get more funding and more kind of eyes on the Sevens game, they may try a couple. Like, that's the thing. Do we have, I know that this is going to sound like a dumb question, do we have the equivalent of something like a URC Super Rugby or anything along those lines type thing for Sevens? I don't think we do we, at the moment? So that would be pretty awesome if they did decide to have, like, not really just international, but also the next step down and have kind of like some sort of league maybe that takes place, whether it's in England, because, I mean, we've got a lot of these young players from England, the likes of the Harlequins youngsters, the Bristol Bears. Maybe you do it Southern Hemisphere, a Super Rugby Sevens type format. I would certainly watch it. And it'd be good for the fitness side of it for Super Rugby as well, if they did want to do that in the off-season, perhaps. And I'll be all for it. Perhaps you do it from when, somewhere that you can fit it in that isn't like February. I guess even if you wanted to do it during the international window, like all the players who go overseas, you just let them do it. But like if you do end up having, just having all those guys who are sitting around waiting for their opportunity, although actually the Bunnings NBC goes on at that time, doesn't it? So that probably wouldn't quite work. Blue Ball Sevens versus Crusader Sevens, that would be cool. As I says, that also Super Sevens would be a cool thing like Super Rugby. Yeah, it would be pretty awesome if they did end up adapting that. But yeah, they will need to keep on growing the game. I know that the Sevens World Cup is coming up at the end of the year, so that's going to be a good one. But currently, people all around the world are supporting their sides. We can see there the Spanish crowd are dancing for this one. I'm trying to work out who that player is on that man's mask. I want to say it could have been Juan Ramos. Currently, 7-all between these two sides, and we are about to get underway for the second half. There's a lot of sevens at the moment. It's just gone the 10, brilliantly kicked off by Spain, finding the offload now, and it is going to be Joseph Ceres who's been dragged down. Now it will be the captain Martinez going almost round the side. Great low kick on him though by the try scorer for Kenya. Now once again going through the gap, almost Spain starting to build themselves some phases here. Starting to look a little bit more like they are on the front foot, going straight through, dragged down a metre shorter line, straight on the ball for Kenya as well, and wins the penalty for a side. They want that ball, they want to take it quickly, but instead now they will be kicking that one downfield for touch. Sevens World Cup at the end of the year, they're going to be epic. It is indeed. So I don't know how many teams get to take part in the Sevens World Cup. Hopefully it is like 20. I would absolutely love to see kind of pool stages and all sorts for it. But we've got a lot of sport on this year. I've just realized, I knew that from the start of the year, but when you think about it, you got the Sevens World Cup, you got the Rugby League World Cup, you got what else we got? The Football World Cup, the Olympics for the Winter Olympics, that is, Commonwealth Games. What else we got? Probably actually the Cricket World Cup, another one. We got the Women's Rugby World Cup as well, going to be passed back across now for the Kenyans driving themselves forward, wrestled down to the ground there. No, he was thrown down. He was actually able to score, or almost score the first try, I should say. It was actually on Yala now. Just over the shoulder. Quick tap taken there by Kenya. Rather than kicking it downfield and going for the line out, they've decided that an attack from inside of their own 22 will be the way to go, close to the touchline. Putting the ball back down, and they are just protecting it. They had stolen there in the breakdown by Juan Martinez. Now Spain got this one on the 22. Juan Ramos, wide cut-out pass into the hands of Joseph Ceres. Cutting nicely, beautifully. Almost able to get straight through. But Kenya, they're good in the breakdown. There's two men lured into that breakdown, though. Juan Ramos sells the dummy, going himself, finds the offload, and that finds the gap as well. And this time now, it is going to be the try for Spain, and it is going to be Thiago Romero, who was able to score it as well. And Spain almost had it against South Africa earlier in the tournament as well. Says yeah, Spain have been impressive. They also, and that's the thing, they're always one of those sides that even though they aren't going to be ranked hugely high, they've got the chance to beat anyone. Same with Kenya. As we got so many sports this year, are going to be a fun year of sports. And next, the Rugby World Cup, can't wait. Yeah, Rugby World Cup is going to be epic to be able to see as well. Hello, Amish Pro says, Michelle, welcome in to the live stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. And also, almost but not quite as well. And there says your demise. And I will say South Africa, they did better in their game up against, who were they playing in their last one? Ireland, wasn't it? How many tries did Ireland get? or their last game. I can't actually remember. How have I forgotten that already? What was the score in that game between South Africa and Ireland? Why can I not remember? That man's just headbutted the ball. That's an interesting tactic, but it's actually curved right back into the hands of the Kenyans. Oh, that was high. Once again from Joseph Sares. That's about the fourth high tackle from Spain here, so they have to be careful not to get themselves too penalised and maybe end up going to the bin. But Kenya straight away trying to fire back. They've got the back line opening up. It's a 2-on-3 out here. Ball on the outside now. Trying to bump down the wing. It is the big man for a launch. Or Olawash, I think is actually how you pronounce that. Scotland was a nice game as well. And this is your demise. Yeah, that one was a lot closer, wasn't it? Than the Ireland versus South Africa one. Another offload found by the Kenyans. Still trying to break through Olawash now. He's got a good run going forward. Flicks it out the back because it's straight into the hands of the Spanish. It was once again a high tackle from Spain. I wonder whether or not you can get yourself a penalty for repeated high tackles because you think it would be coming up. It's going to be the try, though, for Jeffrey Olawash, who was able to score it. And now Kenya have been able to bring themselves back into this game. This one's a back-and-forth contest at the moment. Kenya doing a little bit of a celebration. And they are having they were doing a little bit of a swimming fish celebration there for the Kenyans. They feel that this one is still alive. They're showing that man didn't even get the hands close to it, but it came straight off his head. To be fair, on Wale there, he didn't actually try and catch that ball. He had his hands, then he went like that and just headbutted it back towards his side. I mean, it's good tactics in a way when you think about it. That one's gone over, has it? Yes, it has, and now it is going to be 14-all between these two sides. Currently, Olawash, he is celebrating. The Kenyans in attendance are loving it as well, which is absolutely awesome to see. That's the thing. It's not a 7 series without the crowd, and with the crowd being there, it's absolutely awesome. 24-0, as I says your demise. So, yeah, that one, I did actually say for the game up against Scotland that South Africa, they wouldn't be happy with the amount of tries that they did end up conceding. And in this one, I was saying that we'd be surprised if we saw more than one try for Ireland. And it could be in the final very close as well, because it's not so much of the case of scoring tries up against South Africa. It's more of the case of stopping South Africa from scoring tries. Because if they score too many, like you're never going to be able to catch them because they just score so effortlessly. Like it was all Ireland for the first half. 2 chances for the South Africans. They scored both of them. So I'll still on the halfway line now for the Spanish. 1 minute 30 left. We might get a little bit of overtime here, depending on how it goes, but it's going to be a good step on the inside from Juan Martinez, going straight through. And has he got enough pace? I think he's going to get caught here. He does indeed. Brilliant tackle from the Kenyan. And now the Kenyans, they are going to keep this one alive, or are they? It's a great step, and now it's the try for Moreno. And it is going to be the try to Spain. This is a back-and-forth contest at the moment, bro. Kenyan team better than Spain as well. Says Michelle there, and True Hamish says your demise. I believe they're ranked 10th and 11th for these two sides, so it's extremely close in that regard. But that was a brilliant try for Spain. Juan Martinez driving his way forward. I thought for the Kenyans, when they did end up catching him, he tried to fend off the defense. I believe it was Mwala who was out there. Or it might have actually been on Yala who was able to chase him down. He's been everywhere at the moment. That's missed. Okay, so that's missed for Spain. There's 30 seconds left in this game. If Kenya score and convert, we're going to have to wait and see how it does end up going. But Manu Moreno, 2 tries, 15 carries, and 6 offloads for his Sevilla series. Nothing to be ashamed of for that Spanish man, and he is going to get a round of applause from the crowd as he walks off the field. Okay, the Kenyans, they were trying out playing with 8 men on the field just to see whether or not it would work out. It's well spotted by the referee to realize there was just one too many Kenyans out there, and now there's going to be a kick tie. Kenya trying to get this one, and they have been able to take it. So this game is still not quite over. If Spain get this ball back, they will end up winning this game. If Kenya score themselves a chip and chase try, he's going to be taken out. It's gone straight through, though, for Kenya. If this ball sits up, this will be a win for the Kenyans. He's not able to find the offload. And now currently 15 meters out. It's great defensive work from Spain, but this one's going to get close. It's a foot race. And Kenya, they are driving for the corner, not quite able to get there. Still puts it back down at the Embo, trying to protect the ball. It's going to be Kenya who win the penalty 5 meters out, taking the quick tap, going himself, brilliant step, puts the ball down. It's a try to Kenya. We might have ourselves some extra time here. Our girlfriend is annoying me. She made TikToks and filmed me without me knowing on this as Irish Spencer. I feel like, I don't know, if it's anything like your comments, do you have like quite a, what's it called, a resting face, pretty much, which just means you always look angry even if you're not. And also, we look at that, your voice suddenly bursted out loud and went soft, then went loud and soft again. Something went wrong. What else is your demise? I think it was my microphone trying to always miss it out to the side. I think it was just my microphone trying to pick it up while I have a girlfriend as well. There's your demise. And also Spain today had a great day as a nation. Rafael and Nadal won the Australian Open in the tennis. But now full time of 19 all. That means we are going to extra time. So I will quickly have to change up my other live stream so that we do set it to a little bit later on, because it was going to be starting at 6:25. We're going to be setting that now. I would say we'll go 6:35 as extra time. Could take a little while here between these two sides. It is going to be an exciting one. Juan Ramos experience for Spain. Both sides still have a chance of being able to go through to the final. And like they're saying, they're after some drama. They've certainly got that. They've got the coin now. It's pretty much how extra time works. Whoever scores first, they win the game. Whoever loses, unfortunately, does come 10th. But whoever wins it gets 9th as well. But we haven't seen extra time so far in this competition. So it is awesome that we are going to get to see it. Okay. It is the coaches. They are just doing the coin toss. Okay. Kenya have won the toss. So because of it, we now know which way both sides are going. Now, these are moments you're not really completely trained for. And also, it is a draw match. Why couldn't both teams get points? I can't be super overzealous going. Pretty much, this is down to, if it was in the group stage, it could be a draw. It would pretty much just be stuck as that draw. But because of the fact that it is a playoff game, they need to work out the rankings for the competition. So one team needs 9th, one team needs 10th. And that is what they are going to be trying here. 8 missed tackles so far from the Kenyans, compared to the 6 missed tackles from Spain as well. It was a great comeback from Kenya. I like that. I was seconds of play left as well. Says your demise. And also, she just filmed me doing the most random stuff as well. Says Irish Spencer there. That man, once again, in his dresses. They actually have quite a few other Spanish men with the headgear on as well, by the looks of it. But it will be Kenya kicking off this one. So they decided that they want to kick it deep into the half of Spain. So because of it, I believe you're allowed to pick which way you want to go on the field, and then the other team do get the kickoff. Or as the team, you actually get the kickoff, I should say. It's going to be kicked high from Kenya. First team to score a point wins this game. It's going to be bounced back into the hands now of Juan Ramos. And this could be the opportunity for the Spanish. It's a great tackle, though, there on Soriano. Only halfway. Oh, Kenya stealing that one. Did they? No, not releasing as the call. And it is going to be the quick tap taken by Spain currently. 4 minutes. And whoever scores a first try or first points on the board, and that could be Juan Ramos. Does he get there? Oh, he's dropped the ball. He's dropped the ball over the line. He was there. He was there, Juan Martinez. He could have had the try. He was ankle tapped, only a couple inches short of the line. And then from there, reach out. I think the ball's come free, though. And this will be continuing for a little bit longer. I didn't expect this game to be so close. He tried to stretch out. He lost the ball on the ground. Screaming at the ball as well. And this now is going to be continuing for a little bit longer. I'm glad that most people in my house are up at the moment because it's 6:30 a.m. And this could be one of the best games of the competition so far. Little moments and matches can shape them. And now from 5 meters out, it is going to be Kenya who have got this confidence. And rugby, it is important to have a good physical build of body to dominate your opposition team or not. It does depend. Some players in sevens, you're better off being kind of a little bit smaller and quicker compared to being kind of big and powerful type thing. The Kenyans have a good mixture of both, though. Now it is going to be still Kenya who have got this one. Finding the offload. And now Kenya on the outside. This is going to be a good opportunity. It's going to become a foot race as well. He's back in the pace. Going up to 40 meters out there. The number 13 for Kenya. Still any extra time. He's gone to the short side. It's going to become a foot race. But I believe the Spanish player, he's going to be able to catch him. Yes, he does. And now Kenya dropped the ball. And it's still going to be back on this side of Spain now. First team to score wins this game. It's going a long one. That is for sure. Now going back. Juan Martinez passes it off. Still running for Romero. This is the first half of extra time, ladies and gentlemen. He knows he already sets us out in this game. Extra time, first score. I won the game. This is a rule of Rugby Sevens competition. Exactly right. It's a penalty to Kenya now. And now taking the quick tap for the Kenyans. Were they on the mark? Yes, they were. And they will be continuing forward here for the big Kenyans, finding the offload nicely. They are in the right side of the field now. And this could be the draw and pass. If they do open it up, OU was going around the side. Kenya now once again going to be attacking. It's a good run, but a good tackle from Juan Ramos on Olawatch, going straight up the middle though. And Kenya score it. Daniel Tabu is going to be able to get it. And that will be the all. Jeez. They decided to pass it to a different player on their team. It almost cost them a try for that one, because they tried to offload it to Wakesha, who did score it. This could have been a crucial mistake from Kenya here. They made their way over the line. Then from there, he decided to pass it back, and then someone came absolutely flying in for Spain. And if they had tackled the other man, he might have dropped the ball there or might have knocked it down. But they could tell as soon as that tackle was missed that that was going to be the end of this match. And the devastation for the Spanish, even though it was only playing for the 9th, they were still playing with their hearts on their sleeves. And the home crowd, they'll be very appreciative of the effort. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this live stream. We have got our next match that is taking place between England and the USA. If it's about 5 times less exciting than this one, it will still be a very good game. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in a very, very short moment.